power, you know, as being from the bottom, we come from the St. Paul's bottom experiment. And it was an experiment did in New Orleans and Shreveport to contain all the drugs, all the illegal substance in one neighborhood so that it wouldn't go out into the whole area in Shreveport. So in that experiment, that's the place where we had to live. And coming up in this place, living like this here, we had to adapt to certain things. Things for survival, things for keeping our sanity, things for keeping our people taken care of. So once that experiment moved forward, it caused certain things to be adapted and built in us. Things that built for us, like as far as being family orientated. Whatever we do all the way. We didn't know how to do halfway because we didn't have the opportunity that other people got. Because coming from the bottom, we already had a strike against us. So therefore, well, another person can get another chance. The bottom person never did. So anything we did and committed ourselves to, we did all the way. And that's the advice I give people nowadays. If you're gonna do something, do it all the way. Best thing is to avoid it before you get into it. But you can't stumble up into it and be halfway. So again, I say avoid it before you get into it. But as for us, we adapted certain things about taking care of each other, being family orientated, not crossing each other. And that's one thing we take slow. Never let the money get in the way of love. So a lot of people do that there, and then they end up destroying the whole thing that they try to create. And I said, and with our experience going on, we came up for it. Hard, but with those hard experiences we came through, that taught us a lot of lessons that caused me to survive 28 years in penitentiary. 19 of them did in Supermax. Some of the things that I did that changed a lot of things. People say, well, man, how was you able to withstand that? How was you able to do the things you do? That I had that put implanted in me through some of the things that I went through in the bottom. And going through those things in the bottom, I know I'm supposed to have PTSD right now. Before I was 7 years old, I seen 5 people get killed in front of me. And a 7-year-old ain't got no business seeing that. But yet and still, I was gonna either let that break me, or it was gonna make me stronger, or it was gonna drive me insane, one of the two. So eventually, I took it together with the old heads that I listened to, and I always accept the instruction. I listened to the old head and accept the instructions going on, so that even though I didn't detour my life then, I had the tools and stuff I need, and if I decided to make a change, it was there. But I also had the tools. I was also given the tool by them that whatever I did, make sure I did it 100%. Didn't no halfway step it off into something, do not playing with it, because when you're playing the lukewarm thing, you're gonna get spit out. And most of the people that came from there, I see the young dudes right now that came from that area, and the things that they got coming from that area, and being involved with people like us, and being involved with the OGs who came before us, they basically levels a bit above everybody else. When I see them with their compadres, you can see they levels ahead of their compadres. And we got that experience to think about. But I don't just keep that to the bottom. I know that there's other areas in other areas all over the world that these things are probably going on. Like I said, I met my man Wayne Perry. I've been down there with Larry Hoover. I've been down there with Malik, the leader of the Vice Lords. I've been around there with almost every serial killer and bomber at Supermax ADX in Florence, Colorado. So I mean, I see the similarities and I see the differences. And the big difference is that love, unity, and that determination that we got. And that I thank the bottom for that. Right now, I'm 57 years old. I did 28 years, and I got my life ahead of me now. But I still got a lot of good lessons that I wouldn't change for nothing in the world. Because I seen too many people die for not having no lessons, for trying to do something halfway. But as far as everything else, man, it's sad but true that hard experience can make a stronger man out of you if you take them there and benefit from it. But you can also benefit vicariously from the mistakes of others. When you sit there and hear us tell you about our experiments, you hear the experiments you hear the spirits in the song that my young homie give you, and you hear all this here going on, that's a song to jam to, that's a song to pick up lessons from. It's not glorifying this, but it's telling you, get in it, do it right, or get out of it and stay away from it. But in it, like I said, it's our family is going to continue to be family till we die, and that's the way we do it. And we extend ourselves to family from all over. We're inclusive people. We're inclusive people because we like making people better. We like helping people. We like helping them do what they do. And so that like I said again, that experience took me through 28 years in Supermax. 28 years in the federal system, 19 of them did in Supermax. And if you go look it up, USP, Supermax, Colorado, Florence, and you see that that's the most Supermax penitentiary in America. Not just in Louisiana, Colorado, whatever. It's the most Supermax in America. 23 and 1 in the cell. No human contact. Talk through sign language 90% of the time because you kept in soundproof cages for wreck and everything to you. But it's an experience I wouldn't put nobody else through. But it's an experience right now that I think I couldn't have lived without. But like I said, you can have that same experience, learning from my experience, my co-defendant experience. People told us they never seen that many people go to trial together in their life and stick together. That's the thing. Like I said, I think all that from where I come from, but I know other people come from the same places that have the same mentality. That's why we talk about BXPZ ideology. It's universal. Some people just call it different things. When you get that unity and that determination to do something and do it right, then you got that BXPZ ideology. All I do is encourage dudes to stay true to it, because I'm living proof that you stay on it, you're gonna come out of it. I got 30 and 35. I got the RICO, racketeering, and being one of the racketeering and criminal organizations, and I got the VICO. I'm the only other one got the VICO. Violent crime and aid of racketeer for being enforced in the conspiracy and carry 5 bodies. Yet still, ain't never been caught with a gun, ain't never been caught with a drug. All the charges I had, murder, I didn't do them. I was found guilty, but they still gave me time for it in the Fed because they can enhance you for dismissal and acquittal conduct. So they said, hey, well, you was acquitted for this and you was arrested and let go for this. Yeah, so we can still charge you in the citizen phase. I said, man, y'all fed for it. Y'all got to go with it, man. Yeah, man, no. Hearsay evidence is admissible in the Fed. All that, man. You can't do that in the state, man. You beat that all day because you got a right to cross-examine your accuser. So, you know what I'm saying? So they throw the rules out, man. That's why they taking over everything, man. Even with these kids with that carjacking, carjacking carried an unlimited amount of time in the Fed. I know I was down there with a dude, Flex, and his brother, Creek. Flex got 99 years, Creek got 104 for carjacking. Damn. You know what I'm saying? Right now. And in Louisiana, right here in Louisiana. Look it up. Every time I tell you. In Louisiana, if a person is carjacking you and they have a gun, whether they have a gun or not, you can kill them. Nothing gonna happen. If a person is carjacking another person and you see him, you can kill him. Won't do it that. And you got the right to intervene in that there. Because the whole point about the carjacking was, back then, the white folks had nice cars, and the nigga was a carjacking. They put that on there. You know what I'm saying? Now we got nice cars, so you know what I'm saying? Right. But back then it wasn't put in there for our benefit. Right. You know what I'm saying? It just happened to it now weighing out differently. But all them things, all them laws and stuff they put in effect because like I said, we still living in this Louisiana is Jim Crow area, man. That's why they're 10-2. Everybody else is giving it up. They won't fight it. Fat man call me from jail all the time. All them dudes, I be trying to help them with their legal work, man. That 10-2, that whole 10-2 was put in effect, man, because of when they integrated, when they started the integration thing, you wasn't gonna have no more than 2 black juries on there. So when you wasn't gonna have no more than 2 black juries, they said, okay, then it's supposed to be on a number 1, murder number 1, anything you get the death penalty for, you had to have a unanimous jury. But they said, okay, because integration, we ain't gonna have no more than 2 black dudes on people on there. We ain't gonna let no more than 2 black people on there. So we going to 10-2, so we gonna nullify their vote. That means 10 white people can convict that song going, them 2 black people vote don't even count. Because more likely it's gonna be a Negro we convict. You know what I mean? Look it up, and everywhere else, all other places, they make it, they outlaw it. That's why a lot of them dudes getting out. That's why a Fat Man is called me. They going on, they trying to get the DA to do it down here because you're supposed to have a unanimous jury, man, on the first-degree murder, anything you can get the death penalty for. Them songs going, they just said, we gonna null and void them little 2 Negro votes. I mean, that's what this play come from. Like I was telling them, The bottom, a lot of people don't even know they go back to the red light district of the bottom. Because it used to be prostitution. But the bottom is actually, you look it up on the internet, look under the St. Paul's Bottom experiment. It only happened in one other place in Louisiana. In New Orleans, they did an experiment like that. And here they call it the St. Paul's Bottom experiment. If you look it up on the internet, it's an experiment where all the elusive behavior and drugs were kept in one area to keep it from affecting the whole city. So they kept it down in one area and the politicians turned a blind eye to it in order to keep it contained in that area so it didn't mess up their good neighborhood. And that area was usually going to be an African-American neighborhood. And it look up St. Paul Bottom X. It don't say St. Paul Bottom Project. It says St. Paul Bottom Experiment. So we are products of that. But just like the Frankenstein situation, we is the monster that they created. But when that monster refused to be controlled, what happened? See what I'm saying? They created us, but now when we got them to start doing our thing, refused to be controlled by them, now we was proper. As long as we was controlled and we was that animal that they created, and we everything that they did, man, they forced this in us. Like I told people all the time, because we were living so bad down here and going on, we took care of each other. It was us, we took care of each other because your mama didn't have enough to eat. My mama broke bread with her going on, so we had a unity and love thing that superseded the money. When the money came, that money came on top of the love. Well, other people's situation, money bring them people. So they relationships is built on how much money you had. But we had nothing together. So that love and loyalty is the foundation of us. And that would kind of separate us from some of the other areas. That's why, and the fact, we the one of the most inclusive. They be saying that them folks said all the stuff about us, but we are the most inclusive area in America, basically, but Shreveport for sure. Because half of the people who are bottom boys came from other places. Once you come down here and you fool with us, you family, man. I go anywhere in Shreveport. All my men, my man. So we didn't play that game, but dude, look at name some of the dudes from there. Ask them where they really from, man. I'm really from City, I'm really from here. But I came down to the bottom, I got a kick with them, but I like their style. And I like their style, I like their philosophy. And then the thing about the bottom is we don't play. He can be family for 20 years. And you can be family and live by the roof for 6 months, 3 months. Now y'all, there's no difference between y'all. There's no difference. He ain't got no seniority over you, I ain't got no seniority over him. I'm gonna roll for you just like I roll for him. You know what I'm saying? If you playing particular at that time, then you ain't who we are. We don't do that, man. If we embrace you as family, that's it, man. That's our way, man. That's what I always loved about it, man. Dude, come.